0 kvadrat.
So TASHIEV of Kyrgyzstan in the red, CAMOVIC of Serbia in the blue. 34 fighters in the light welterweight division for the men.
Round 1.
Only welterweight with 36 is more populated. So TASHIEV, a southpaw, CAMOVIC, orthodox fighter. Looking for the left of the body there. TASHIEV early on has found it a couple of times. And again there. But that won't be, I was going to say that won't be adjudged to be a scoring blow, because I thought the referee was going to make the point there that it was delivered with the inside of the glove, but actually he was looking just to remove a bit of loose tape from the wrist. Left to the body again there from TASHIEV. He's found that a few times. Good jab though there from CAMOVIC. Just tapping those lead hands. Right hand to the body, and then he just moves straight in there, CAMOVIC. Left to the body from TASHIEV. Nice left hand from CAMOVIC, just caught TASHIEV as he was looking to open out there slightly. Good fight this, minute in. Well matched these two. Right hand lead there from CAMOVIC, and again just comes straight in onto the shoulder, really committed to it. As I've said before, that's hard to counter when someone commits to a punch like that. They might lose their balance slightly, but if they just keep travelling in behind it quick, then they shut down that space rapidly. And unless you can take a very quick step back or to the side as the opponent, there's really not much you can do with it. Neat little combination on the inside there from TASHIEV.
Keep your head up.
Falling short with the left hand there. CAMOVIC was trying to make TASHIEV pay, but couldn't quite land the left himself.
Stop! Break! Step back. Hey, listen. Break, step back. Box. No, hold him, look.
Sine, 15 sekundi da uzmemo rundu. Tako je. Desni levi, desni levi. Namesti. Tako je, bravo Stefane. Desni levi, samo. Tako je, bravo, bravo, ali bravo Stefane.
So the end of the opening round between these two, TASHIEV of Kyrgyzstan in red and CAMOVIC of Serbia in blue. And fairly evenly contested, that one. TASHIEV was looking to the body, did score to the body a number of times. Split scoring, 3 judges going for TASHIEV, 2 going for CAMOVIC. I'd have been TASHIEV myself, I think. But as I said, they were evenly matched. There wasn't a great deal between the two of them, so that set up nicely.
Seconds out, please.
Dobro bašeš, dobru koncentraciju imaš, hajde. Samo to nastavi, dodaj više udaraca.
Into the second, Zhantoro, TASHIEV, Kyrgyzstan. He's the southpaw in red. Nice 1-2 there from the start. That was delivered by CAMOVIC, Stefan CAMOVIC, in the blue, boxing for Serbia. Looking to let go with that right hand there, TASHIEV, and CAMOVIC looked for the right again. A straighter left hand that time from TASHIEV. Got through. Referee saying that CAMOVIC was holding there. They're very hot on holding, the referees. It's a good thing because it means that you get more action. The fighters are just discouraged from taking time out of the bout to try and nullify any threat that their opponent has. I don't think CAMOVIC did an awful lot wrong there, to be honest, but the referee was right on him. And that's why he raises his arms there, just to make it absolutely clear that he's not doing any holding. But when he throws punches like that, as I said during the first round, quite often he'll throw that single shot and then just move right in behind it, get onto the shoulder and tie his man up. Or both of them end up on the ground. TASHIEV kind of almost spear tackled CAMOVIC. You'll know what that means if you follow rugby union. Led with the right hand to the body there, CAMOVIC, and then followed up with a left. He's quite unorthodox at times in the way he launches his attacks. Nice right hand there from TASHIEV, and I think CAMOVIC feeling that TASHIEV came in a bit low with the head there. There we go. Lead right hand straight onto the shoulder, and he does initiate that clinch. So he does need to be careful. It's something he does. He looks to throw that single shot straight away, straight away. He's claiming there that that's TASHIEV. Well, the point has been taken away from TASHIEV there for coming in low with the head. He has tended to do that a little bit, but the way I look at that, that was not his fault, because a couple of times, and he's done this numerous times, but a couple of times in a row there, what he's done, CAMOVIC, is throw a punch and then move straight in, exactly like he did there. And the heads cracked together there, but it was initiated by him. And that time the referee is saying that TASHIEV was not to blame. So I think that is harsh on TASHIEV, that point. I really do, because that whole movement, that whole action, that dynamic was a result of something that CAMOVIC was doing. So into the final few seconds of round two, and a point off in a 3-round fight is a big, big thing. Well, there goes the bell at the end of the round. So that's a real talking point for me, because, as I said, CAMOVIC had been spoken to about holding, and you throw that single shot, you steam in behind it, you wrap your man up, and that's what he was doing. He did it 2-3 times in a row. The final time, he came in straight, the heads cracked together, and we saw what we saw. So CAMOVIC has got that one with 3 judges, and then with a point off as well, that gives him clear water with two judges. He's out of sight with 2 judges, really. He's got to hold on to that 19-18. So this is not over. Not by any stretch, but he needs that one card to hold on to that one card, that narrow card rather.
Seconds out, please.
Whereas he has got to turn it around. TASHIEV has got to turn it around.
Third round.
Left hand from TASHIEV, wasn't quite enough room for it. Bit messy. Referee just talking to TASHIEV about keeping the head up again there. Well, it is what it is. looking for the left hand there, didn't quite land it. The right hand, I think, probably was slightly around the back of the head. CAMOVIC threw a neat straight right. I think he's quite clever, CAMOVIC, with his reactions at times. And the referee takes a point there from CAMOVIC for holding, and that levels things up on the deductions front, and that could be extremely important because, as I said before, losing a point to a deduction is a big deal in the 3-round fight, and that really put TASHIEV behind the 8 ball. But CAMOVIC has now lost a point as well. So if CAMOVIC doesn't go on to win this round, then TASHIEV will be able to turn this around. And CAMOVIC, as I said, by virtue of throwing those single punches, moving in, grabbing hold of his opponent, that is holding. He hasn't done it quite so much recently, but the point went eventually. And it is messy, this final round. It's not that easy to separate them because there's been a lot of this. Wrestling on the inside. There again, he throws that single shot, CAMOVIC, and moves in behind it. TASHIEV stands his ground there. That's all he's really doing. So CAMOVIC out of sight on 2 cards. He was 3 points up because he'd won both the first 2 rounds with those 2 judges, and there was the point off. So if he loses this round, and with the point deduction, then TASHIEV still can't catch him on those 2 cards. So it's all about the other 3. And one in particular where he had a 1 point rather, advantage. Messy, that final round, as I said. It was untidy. Not much clean landed from either one of them. I don't really know how you go splitting them in terms of the round score. We've got the point deduction, we know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, and winner of bout number 162 in the ring B in this 64kg man, win by points with split decision. From the red corner, Zhantoro, TASHIEV, Kyrgyzstan.
And TASHIEV gets it. 1-1 with the warnings. Those final round scores, he won it 10-9 on all 5 cards. With the deduction, that made that 10-8. And it's that card in the middle